Alright guys, here we are in Catan on the Oculus Quest 2. Here in front of us is one of the most popular games, if not the most popular game ever made for board games. A game that's been around for a long time and is still selling to this day. Has now been ported over to VR, and as you guys are seeing, we're in a Catan environment here. There's the Catan background there, which looks really cool. And I want to show you guys this game because I don't see a lot of videos talking about this game online. It's a game that keeps being looked over, and I have some stuff to say about this game. So let's go ahead and dive into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, so here we are with Catan VR, and as you can see here, we're in this environment. It looks fantastic in here. We're all in our chairs and stuff, and I think this game has been done really well in VR. Here is the board in front of us. We got some little birds flying around, all this different stuff that's around us here, and it looks really cool. So you can see we have some options here. You could start a game. Of course, you create a game with either your friends, or you can even play against the AI, so you can always play against no matter what. There's also, open games that you can play with people online. You can resume a game in single player. Here's a tutorial video if you want to check a tutorial video on how to play it, or quick reference guides for the game or anything like that. We're gonna go ahead and start a game here in VR real quick. You can choose AI opponents. We're gonna choose AI for the time being, so you can click here to invite your friends, but we're just gonna leave it as all AI, and we're gonna go ahead and hit the check mark. Please select the board setup. You can just hit the default and you can randomize it. I'm just gonna hit the default for what Catan is usually set up like. And here we are on Catan, like I said, with these characters here, playing with the AI opponent. And what's really cool is you can change rooms, so you can click on here. Well, actually, before we can change that, let's go ahead. So right at the beginning here, you go ahead and, of course, you place your settlement. You can decide where you play. If you guys are not familiar with Catan, you should be, because the game is fantastic. And I'm going to put mine right here. Build my road that way. AI, of course, does the same thing. And of course, the whole point of this game is to get to 10 victory points first. You're trying to get to 10 victory points. You're going and collecting resources around the game, and you're building these roads. You're building the cities to try and get to these victory points as fast as possible. Let's go ahead and place another one. I'm going to place this one. Place this one right here. Yeah, it's taking their turn. Of course, everyone has their cards in front of them, just like I do. I start with wheat, and the first person is going. And you can obviously trade in the game, so there is trading. So you can see here that she wants 1 lumber. It pops up in a really nice interface. You want 1 lumber for 1 wool, and you can go ahead here and accept it if you want. Of course, I'll just hit no for now. So they're not going to be able to get anything. And then, of course, it comes to my turn, so you can see here what the board looks like. I love the way that the board looks like. You can end your turn right here. You can see some birds flying there. The interface on the board in front of us looks really nice and clean. I love the way that was done. You can also come into here, and you can even change rooms. So that puts you in a whole new environment here, as you guys can see. So you can change rooms to different environments. There you're in like a classy little area here, which is really cool. And then you're back at the original. So there's 3 different ones. You can also swap the art, as you guys can see there. You can just kind of swap the wall art if you want, make it a little bit more customizable here. You can hear the music in the background. You can swap your mask if you want to that you're wearing. Change the table height if you want to, things like that. This is the voice chat screen if you guys were playing with other people, your friends list and stuff. So that's kind of like your main options here. And of course, when it's your turn, you kind of just grab the dice here. You can move this to look at your cards. So these are the cards that I obviously own. You can kind of put that to the side if you want. And then you can grab your dice. The dice pops up, it rolls. And then of course, you collect your resources if you want to collect your resources. Or not if you want to, but obviously you do. And then you decide if you're going to buy anything. You can see here. It gives you a reminder of what everything costs, which is really nice. So, it costs bricks and wood to build a road, and then you got all the sheep and the wool and stuff that you need to build a house, and then, what you need to get a development card, and things like that, and how many victory points I have and stuff, it tells you here. So you see 2 points here. And since there's nothing I'm going to buy in my turn right now with just with just these, I'm just going to go ahead and end my turn. You just tap that. And then, of course, the AI goes. You can see their victory points on the AI just by looking up there. So really easy to tell. And then, of course, when you play with other humans online, it's not an avatar face like this. It obviously is a guy with, you know, a hand moving with the mask. Like I have the mask that you saw before that I could change. Everyone has a mask on. You basically talk to other people. But this game is really fun. If you guys are into board games like Catan, this is an awesome room to be in. You know, the experience that you're in. The game is done really, really well in here, in my opinion. Again, people looking for trades, you can put your cards in here if you want to drag and trade. For the time being, I'm just going to hit no. And, you know, that's what people were looking for. And then eventually, you know, you kind of play through these games. You're trying to get your victory points. There's one for me, which is nice. She just bought a development card there, as you can see. And it's my turn here. I just gotta place the robber because the robber just got rolled. I'm gonna place that right here. And nothing really to do with me. This is how you could build your settlements as well. So you can go ahead and take a look here. If you want to build anything, but I'm just going to end my turn. And you basically, of course, go around the table and you're piling up here, you know, trying to get your victory points like we talked about. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know what Catan's like, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview of what Catan looks like in VR and what the experience is like, because I didn't see a lot of videos on there. I'm obviously not going to show you a full game, but know that there is multiplayer. The game works really well. The interface is good. I like the environment that you're put into. I like the board area that's set up here. Everything looks really nice. This is laid out really nicely. Of how many cards you have of everything, and you know what it costs to get these upgrades, so it makes it really easy to remember if you don't remember all the rules. Has a little mini tutorial there that you can watch if you want to, that we were talking about. And yeah, I think they did a fantastic job with this one. This is another board game that is being represented in VR, and I hope that there's more games like this in VR, because I'm really a big fan of you know, board games in VR. And here she played the nice, she played that development card here. Now she's looking for one lumber for I'll pass on that. Not like I have any anyway. But yeah, this game it plays really well, especially when you invite your friends and stuff. It's a really, really fun way to play board game, especially right now where everyone's still not seeing everybody all the time. You know, with with COVID-19 going around, this is still a really fun game to play with other people. So guys, if you guys have any questions about what you guys saw in today's video on Catan VR, I urge you guys to check this one out so we can get more board games ported into VR, because if they're going to be like this, I think they did a fantastic job. Hopefully we get more like this. I think board games in VR can really add an element of playing with other people around the world. That's really, really fantastic, especially when it's done this well. So if you guys have any questions, leave those comments down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.